Welcome everyone to RPG Treasure Trove. As you saw from the intro,
Go away.
we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
My computer threw a fit. We almost lost all our video footage for this recording session. We did lose our audio commentary, so we're redoing this, watching the video that I was able to salvage, thank goodness.
Yeah, so we're sort of like redoing this, but I have to react as we play, so it's going to be a little different this time.
Yeah, bear with us. The next 4 episodes are going to be like this. We're watching the already recorded footage because we lost our audio. So.
Yeah, so we were just picking up from where we left off last time. We went to the travel agency, the Al Bhed travel agency, and just to take a break from all the lightning storms.
That's right.
Riku is obviously still scared.
Oh, she's terrified.
She's terrified, yeah. So
it's kind of hilarious, actually.
Yeah. So I guess Yuno went to the back. We're supposed to go there, but we're talking around right now.
Your study of our language.
You always
your study of our language.
You always got to talk to everybody and see what's going on.
I wonder what would you say if you say no good. Is he still giving his book?
With this book for
I don't know.
I always say I'm doing all right. Oh, where you know?
More letters.
H equals N. So I typically, once I start getting about half of the letters, I start to get a better idea where I can translate almost on the fly, but it gets real difficult.
Yeah.
I'll bet Teichman, more like the Heitman.
That's right.
Would that be so?
It's like playing Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
They give you, instead of blanks, they give you wrong letters, and you got to fill it in.
Yeah. Nope, wrong guy. Yes, that's not Orin. But everybody knows him.
Everybody knows him. Looks just like him. It's not Orin, it's Orin's twin.
It's Orin's twin, right.
Who's also named Orin.
Oh, it's also named Orin. This one keeps his arm in his coat.
Yes, correct.
So
the other one did not.
So we're not buying any of this stuff because everything we have is either better or it's just not really all that needed. I opted not to buy like all of this yellow armor, which is good for lightning boards, just because I didn't think the amount of HP it would prevent from taking is just didn't justify it. We'll be all right.
And it's a little pricey too, so
yeah,
not really worth it.
If it was lightning proof, that would be different.
Yeah.
I don't know if the game doesn't tell you how much the ward is. Is it 50% damage reduction? Is it 25%? Is it 40%? It just doesn't say.
Yeah.
But there's 2 steps. It goes from ward, then it goes to proof, and I think there's one more. It goes to eater, which is absorbing it.
And then how much does it absorb? 25%? 50%?
Right. I haven't done enough testing. What is this
We
guy doing?
He's being a creeper, is what he's doing.
Oh, there's no lock. The door wasn't even shut.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. And the Lord Jisco on the counter there.
Yeah, he was like all jittery.
He was recording during an earthquake.
Yeah. So I guess in the
I'm sorry.
I guess these are like the old style key locks where you can actually physically see through the entire lock.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're one of the old houses we lived at actually had the old like French double doors.
Oh, no kidding.
And you could actually see through the keyhole.
Wow.
So
I've never done that. I guess that's what he's trying to do, and the door's apparently not shut or latched or anything, so boom, it just blows open.
That's that's a pretty common like Japanese joke, I think, where a lot of anime and stuff uses that, where they're like trying to listen in on the door and then they fall through it because it wasn't shut all the way.
Yeah,
for comedy
and awkward entrances.
Oops.
Ooh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Just like him, he fell in and just started doing a tumble.
And then she ran away. Oh
no. But she didn't take the spear with him, so I'm like, couldn't we just start viewing it now?
We could. I mean, look, he's going for it. And then here comes Waka.
Hey, what do you think you're up to?
Attack him.
Yuno was acting
quite the headlock.
Oh, he's got him, man. Done. Surrender. Tap out, dude.
Yep.
Tap out. Uncle. I give up. Oxygen.
All right.
He's killing me.
Oh, my hair, my cheeks.
My face has been crushed.
Yeah, I've never physically looked through a keyhole like that, because every time I looked at anything like key and lock mechanism like in my house or people's houses. It's always like the full solid thing with the tumblers inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the old doors worked that way, but
I know how you
it's
feel.
we had the old key that you could put in, you turn, and it would lock.
Yeah.
And it would, I guess it would grab something at the bottom and would slide it to the
Okay.
side, my guess, but you could peer through the keyhole and see the room in the inside.
Yeah.
So,
One day
it's
I'd
interesting.
like to, it's like the lock picking mini games in like Fallout where you have to like pick a lock with like a screwdriver and a bobby pin. And I'm like, I've never tried that with an actual like lock. I bet you that would not go well because if you snap that bobby pin in there, you might bust the lock,
yeah.
and you might not get the bobby pin out very easily. And I'm like, but in the games, if you break a bobby pin, it magically just comes out and you insert a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in real life.
Not real life.
If that breaks, that's stuck in there, and then you can't fit the actual key in to open the door.
Right.
So don't do that, people.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Don't try that. Don't try that.
It would be fun, but my lock picking skill is probably about a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a 0. I've never attempted that.
Never attempted it.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, so what, like one of our buddies is like, you know, if you were to look at like the Fallout or other kinds of like RPG type of like stats,
It's not
and
stopping, is it?
it's like he rolls
Don't
like
tell me you were
perfect
hoping it
charisma
would.
because he is like the best.
Mm.
He, like you can just talk to him. He's so easy, he's so chill, he's so
Stay
likable.
here.
And I'm like, yeah, right. I'm not even close to that.
Yeah.
I might have rolled like a 2 out of 10.
But you didn't have to say it like that, you know.
So here's Riku being afraid,
You could be more
Yeah.
comforting.
As
or
she
Fine,
does.
Stay here.
and that goofy little hand movement.
Try to cheer me
Yeah.
up. You just don't get me at all, do you? Hey!
No,
are
Riku,
you
we don't
listening?
get you. You're afraid. That's your bit here. We know.
Yep. There it is. Another flash of lightning.
We're moving on.
I'm not scared.
Speaking of lightning, dude, the storms we had the other day. Holy
Oh,
cow!
holy moly! Yeah.
I went home for lunch from work and I got drenched.
Yes.
Absolutely
the same thing
drenched.
happened to me. One of the roads on my way home was actually flooded on my way home. So
Oh.
luckily I wasn't going home that way at that particular time.
Well, that's
I was,
good.
I was going down somewhere to meet with a bunch of work buddies for a retirement party.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, and it was all cleared by the time I left, but like I saw that video, someone's just actually trying to drive through it. Hey,
Oh,
a
my
yellow
Lord.
shield.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a little different from the other yellow shield that we could have bought because it's lightning proof.
Oh, that's right.
Which I'm like, that's worth it for the time being, and then we have to remember to take it off when we get out of the thunder plains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably lose like 100 HP by equipping it, but it's not a big deal.
Saves us from lightning damage, which these fiends
Yeah.
are all about lightning damage.
I want to say I did that, and then I think the rest of the time we're in the Thunder Plains, I don't think Titus ever got hit by lightning. So I'm like, I put it on for nothing.
That's my luck, so I apologize. Oh, that's right, he ran away.
Yeah.
Blech. Blech. Miss.
Yeah. It's all we do against these guys.
I don't know if I said it in previous footage, but I love cactars.
Yes.
They're absolutely amazing. We had a nice conversation that we lost about
The kick.
I know, it's so good. The just about all the Final Fantasy monsters that have been returning from other previous games.
Yeah.
They get introduced and then they get brought back and brought back. And Cactar is one of those ones that what we were talking about. I think 5 was his origin.
I think 5 was his origin. I'm pretty sure it was 5, but someone may correct me and say it was actually 6. I know for sure they're in 6. Ow! Can't dodge lightning, but yeah, I think it was. I want to say it was in 5, and then they kept using him over and over again. They're almost in like every game since then.
Yeah.
You know, certain like repeatable like creatures or characters don't return in every game, but the Cacto was one of them. But like Moogles are not.
They're in a handful, but not every.
Yeah. Like you don't see an actual Moogle in this game. The only way you'll see it is the little doll that Moogle carries around in her arms.
That's right.
If you put on a Mog, which I think we have one on her right now.
Yeah, I don't remember. We had the Kate Sith from FF7 reference. Was equipped to her. I don't remember if we switched it yet or not, but she does have the Moogle. I think we had that on the previous recording
We
session.
might have had that, yeah.
And we switched it to the Kate Sith, either in this one or one of the last episodes.
Got to
but
get a good look at it.
We'll see when she
Yeah.
when she hits the field here. But Yeah, the Moogle, the Cactuar, Behemoth is another one's been around for a while.
Yes.
That's made some comebacks.
Yeah, the Chocobo's been around since the second game, but
Yeah,
Naboo didn't do the second part of that music track.
that's right. The
Yeah.
original Chocobo song is like 5 or 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And it just keeps repeating that intro ad nauseum.
Yeah, that's so. I don't know. It's a great track, but without that second part, it's so nauseating to hear that if you're traveling over in the overworld on a Chocobo, and you're like, where am I going? I can't find this place. And you're on a Chocobo for 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, make this stop.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And the really cool thing to me is, like, as the game's progressed and there's more Chocobo, he was like, well, I have the song. You know, like, I started with the little clip.
Yeah.
And then I fleshed it out, and then I fleshed it out some more, so it got bigger. What else can I do with it? So then he decided to do, like, each game, each time he does the song, it's got a different style to it.
Yeah.
He's got, like, a surfing style in 7, and he's got just different versions. And he took it, and he's like, well, let's make it like a surfer. Let's do, like, a reggae.
Yeah.
Let's do, like, a rock song. Let's do... And he just kept tweaking it.
The Samba de Chocobo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was from, what, 5?
I believe so.
Yeah, which we will play at some point.
Yes, we would like to. That might actually be my favorite Chocobo version from 5.
From 5, out of all of the Chocobo themes and the iterations over the years.
Something about that one.
Oh, okay.
And I've never played 5, but I own the soundtrack to it.
Yeah.
I actually own all the Final Fantasy soundtracks from
Yeah.
the PlayStation version of 1 and 2, the remastered.
Yeah.
I have the DS soundtrack for 3, and then 4 through 10. Yeah, that's what I own.
Yeah. And we're talking the original versions, not the any of the remasters or rearrangements. Right?
Correct. Yeah, all the original Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
He's remastered them, I think, a few times, but it's the Super Nintendo tracks from 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
The PlayStation 7, 8, and 9, and then the 10 soundtrack, the original
from PS2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those are what I own.
Just don't bother getting the GBA version of Final Fantasy V.
Oh yeah.
For the music soundtrack, yeah, because that is butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the PlayStation one, I've heard the sound effects and everything. It just doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. Yeah, I think the GBA is really missing that slapping bass.
Yeah.
That you really get on the Super Nintendo version.
Something about that sound chip.
Yeah.
It was magical, man. So many like classic RPGs have such great soundtracks on the Super Nintendo because of that sound chip.
Yeah. I don't know why. I guess they were improved it in the GameCube era and the PS2 era, but back then that was king.
Well, I mean, especially for the chiptune style.
Yeah.
Something about that just sounds better than any other chiptune style music I've heard.
Why do you think Final Fantasy VI sounds so good?
Right? Well, the soundtrack for 6 is excellent.
Which we need to get.
So we'll definitely have to play that because I've never played that one either.
Yeah. You haven't played most of the Final Fantasies, right?
I actually have not played a lot.
Okay.
To surprise of some people, as much as an RPG fan I am.
Right.
I've not played a lot of the older ones. I played 10, I played 7, I played 8. I played 4, so I have played that.
Okay.
I didn't actually beat it. I think I got toward the end, but I played that.
I think you said you remember you got to the moon.
Yeah, I was on the moon.
It might have been the first time you got to the moon. Go twice.
Yeah, I think the first time I hit, so maybe I wasn't as close to the end as I thought I was, but
yeah, that's pretty close. Hey, there we go, this guy.
Yeah, the Iron Giant. Speaking of enemies making returns,
yeah,
this guy's debut was in Final Fantasy II.
Yeah, you get Excalibur or something like that as a rare drop from him, but he's a rare encounter in one room in the final dungeon.
Yeah, good luck with that.
There's something really crazy on trying to get it, and the rate of finding him with the rate of him dropping it is really low. On top of the fact that I think when he gets low in health, he tends to run away.
Oh.
So if you get him too low, or maybe it's completely random and not based on his HP, or he just hightails it out of there.
Oh my god!
I just wasted all this time finding him, and then he's
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I will if we play 2. I will not do that.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't want you to do that.
No, there are some combos in 2 that are really nasty to use, and I mean in a good way in terms of if you're trying to break or bust the game. Yeah, when we play 2, we'll talk about some of the things I know that will just really, this exists. This is not balanced whatsoever.
Yeah, a lot of the older games will have that. Some newer games have that too, intentionally.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing or you figure it out, you can kind of break the game. But
Crits.
sometimes that's fun. I like when games put that kind of stuff in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's optional. You don't have to do that. Even if you know about it, you don't have to break the game.
No.
You can just play through and like normal and enjoy the story and have fun with the gameplay.
Sounds like Triple Triad in Final Fantasy VIII.
Ugh.
You could play it and card mod and get all these really cool items really early in the game,
Yeah.
and or like, oh, I'm gonna card mod my Bahamut card. It gives me 100 mega elixirs or whatever it turns into. I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna need 100 of them, but sure,
Yeah.
Or you just don't bother. You don't have to play the cards. You probably don't need 100. You probably don't even need 10.
Yeah. That was a fun card game in 8.
Yeah.
But when they start adding all the extra crazy rules, it gets a little nuts.
Yeah. But you haven't played 9 yet, though.
I've not played 9. That's another jaw dropper. Everyone's
Oh.
like, oh, gasp! You've never played 9?
Never played 9. I mean, yes.
I know it's a callback to all the old school stuff, and I know I would enjoy it. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to it here.
I'm still in the process of playing Dragon Quest XI, which is my first Dragon Quest game, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, we may do that as after this. We may play Dragon Quest 1 remake on Switch, on Nintendo Switch.
Yes, because you said that's a relatively short
That's
game.
a relatively short game. I know like where you have to go and what you have to do to get everything, and I was playing at a pretty brisk pace because I played the NES version so many times. But from level 1 to max level, doing everything and beating the game, it was like a 5-hour endeavor.
Wow.
It's not that long on the Switch.
Jeez.
On the NES, it might take you 20, 30 hours because the level grinding is so much slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that game's pretty grindy. So yeah, I mean,
That's why we'll play the Switch version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to do a quick one after this because Fire Emblem was kind of a longer one.
Yep.
This is a little bit of a longer one, so I'd like to do maybe 1 or 2 quick ones that we can, bust through, and then move on to
Yeah.
another big one.
Oh, I
So,
agree. A little change of pace, but so it looks like we're just leveling up a little bit because, hey, we're still getting a lot of AP from these guys.
Yeah, and we're gonna need those levels.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm excited for the next recording session because you and I know what's coming up.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was the start of what was supposed to be really good, and then that's when we found out everything just went haywire.
we were gonna do one more episode to do what I wanted to get to in the story, and then my computer exploded basically. So
Yeah.
thankfully we were able to salvage this footage, like I said, but our commentary was lost in the abyss.
Yeah.
It was lost to the far plane.
Yeah.
So here we are,
That's the best way to put it.
just kind of rewatching. So hopefully we're still somewhat entertaining.
Yeah.
I try my best.
Sometimes a little trivia is never bad.
No, I enjoy it.
Yeah. We keep talking about these other games, and recently, I know now that we're re-recording this,
I thought so.
first of all, Una decided to marry, so it's like, wow, yeah, that's kind of a given based on her reaction.
Yeah, I think the first time we played through this, we were in an in-depth conversation about something.
Yeah.
And we totally missed all of these story bits.
Yeah.
So for those following along, we're paying attention this time around.
Yeah.
The best
So she
thing
thinks
to
it's
do.
the best thing to do to
That's
provide
not good
people
enough.
here with happiness. And,
Wait, is it?
I disagree.
Activity.
Because of Lord
I
Jisco?
disagree.
yep.
Hey, that's
Orin
fair.
disagrees too.
He does. That's probably why him and I get along so well.
That's not
Show
good
me.
enough.
I can't.
Show me.
I
Oh,
must
she can't show him the
speak
spear.
to Maester Seymour first. I truly
That's a terrible
am
idea.
sorry, but
Yes.
this is-
Show me the sphere.
it is a personal matter.
Give me
You're
that, you
kidding,
little.
huh?
You're kidding, yeah.
As you wish.
I'm sorry.
Oh, see, he gave
Just-
up.
One thing.
I won't quit my pilgrimage.
He could have beat her up and
Then
taken
it
it from
is.
her.
Yeah,
Fine.
probably.
Wait a minute,
Can't quit
Orin.
the pilgrimage,
You don't
though.
care? I mean, you're not gonna stop her.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
As long as she is willing
I'm
to
not.
face sin, all else is her concern. That is a summoner's privilege, as long as she journeys.
Man, he really wants her to journey.
Yeah.
But that's. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yuna, just one question. Can't you just talk to Maester Seymour?
See more
Got to
butts.
marry him?
Don't know.
I
But
don't know. That's a terrible
I think
answer.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I think it's the right thing to do, but
Okay,
I
I
don't
guess.
know. You seen that guy, right?
Yeah, right.
Looney.
You imagine waking up in bed seeing that face every morning?
Do the hand thing.
Yeah, do the hand thing.
Oh,
crazy.
she didn't do the hand thing.
Quiet.
Don't yell at me.
I wish we could help somehow.
Jeez.
Some way.
It's
I
okay.
wanted her to do the hand thing. Don't do it.
Don't do it. And she does that a lot in 10-2 as well.
She
Does
says
she?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so if you didn't get enough of
He
that in
says
this
it's
game,
fine.
you'll see it in 10-2.
She's
Oh, boy.
willing
We'll
to
get
face
to that
it.
as well.
She's
Yeah, I would like to have you play through that.
I felt
Oh,
At least
my.
once, so I can
if I
experience the
didn't
game.
want
I don't know if I would like
I'd be
it.
stuck in spirit.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Alone.
It's quite the fan service game.
And being alone.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
but it
close,
does have the job
well,
system.
I didn't
If
want
you
to
like
think
Final
about it.
Fantasy V, and you know that.
Next, we're
The
going
job
to
system is
Makalani
like
Temple.
every so often they go back
Yuna
to the
can
job
talk
system.
with Seymour there.
It was done really
We
well.
Guardians will wait
That
until
seems to
they're
be a
done
big hit,
and plan our next
and I
move.
kind of wish they would do that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really cool system that they've used like 3 times. Or
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe 4. Like we're talking like mainline Final Fantasy.
Yeah, some spin-offs might dabble in it too, but I mean, like, you got 5.
It started in 3.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. It was in 3. It started there. Then you had 5. It was in 10-2. What else did they have a job system? I think the next one would have been, well, the Zodiac Age in Final Fantasy 12.
That's right. I heard they brought that back for that.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
But
I don't know how the MMOs work as far as 11 and 14.
I don't know.
I've never played those. I'm not really an MMO guy.
No.
I'm not sure how those function.
I know they have jobs that you can pick and you're stuck to those abilities. So it's sort of like a job system. But otherwise, I don't know much more than that.
I assume, at least I assume, players let me know in the comments, because I mean we're curious just to see how it works.
Yeah.
I assume when you make your character, you pick your job, and then that's your job for the whole game. I don't know if you can switch off and on. Correct us if we're wrong.
And I could be wrong here too, but I thought it was something where you may start as one particular job, like a what you might call it a beginner job,
Okay.
and as you level up in that job, maybe you can swap between certain jobs, but you start gaining access to the more advanced jobs. Like you have to get so many levels in like Thief and maybe something else before Ninja unlocks, in which a Ninja may be an endgame type of class. But
That could be.
I'm not an MMO guy, so I probably will never play Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I don't think I will.
I'm just not the kind of person that likes the subscription-based model, and knowing that anytime the game could be shut down and I'm never gonna go play it again.
Yeah. As of recording this, I believe 11 is still playable.
Yeah, it is.
I know 14 is playable because they have a new expansion coming out.
Yes.
So that's great for 14.
Oh yeah.
That's great for the players. I'm not into MMOs. I've tried my hand at a few.
Yeah.
I played World of Warcraft very briefly. A friend let me have like a trial account that I was able to just experience the game a little bit to see how it worked.
Good thing for you, it was only free.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. I wasn't that into it.
Yeah.
And then I had some friends in high school that we were coerced by one of them to get, and we played a little bit online.
Okay.
But even then, like, I wasn't that into it either. I forget what it was called.
Okay.
I think it was a one-off.
It was a long time ago. We're talking all the way back then.
Yeah, I think it was a one-off where, like, sometimes, like World of Warcraft especially, they've had multiple expansions and that. I think the game came out, may had an expansion or two, and then faded into obscurity.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
I'm not an MMO guy.
No, but I can still play this.
We got hit.
We don't take HP damage from getting hit, which is good, but that's
Yeah.
annoying.
Very good.
Which is why you can't do the lightning dodging 200 consecutive bolts, unless you have a piece of equipment that has,
Encounter none.
yeah, because you gotta have that. Oh, look at these guys.
Cactar.
Because you just don't want to get into that situation where you find out. Oh, here we go.
There it is.
I got distracted by the cactar.
It happens,
It
dude.
happens every
Look at
time.
them. They're adorable.
Yeah. and it's not the big guy that does 10,000 meters.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, it does exist in this game, 10,000 meters.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
the jumbo cactar they call him, right?
Stop dodging. Get him. No.
Now, and for those who were paying attention, we stole a chocobo feather from a cactar. How does that work?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you steal a chocobo feather from a chocobo? Cactars do not have feathers. They have needles and 3 little orange hairs,
Yes.
which are absolutely adorable.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love cactars, man.
We tried going with fire. Oh, yeah, I'm saying, what element do we end on if this is the case? If I let it sit all the way out?
That's right.
I don't know if it works for the element reels. I'm pretty sure I know it's pretty certain on the attack reels, which is his ultimate. It ends up on ice. But I think on the attack reels, where you can hit the enemy up to like 12 times with it, the last reel always ends on the double hit, which is the one you want to get,
Okay.
if you just let time expire.
I
Oh,
got you.
this guy just got wrecked.
Yeah, he's super dead.
He just keeps spinning around.
He got dizzy and fell over.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
That's,
Spin the cactar.
oh my god, we're hurt so bad from those needles.
Yeah. 1,000 damage. It's most of our HP at this point.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh man.
Bring
Yeah,
it
so
on.
that's not, we gotta get some point to play the other, especially the job systems. But pretty sure that in 3 the job system was just introduced, so you didn't get a chance to mix and match like abilities from different jobs.
Yeah.
You know, if you remember ever playing or watching anyone play Final Fantasy V, when you learned like abilities by using that job, and then you could take that ability or take those set of abilities to another class if you wanted. So
Yeah.
you sort of like got both. So that you start having 2 different jobs going on at once.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It's a cool system. I have not played with it myself, so I'm excited to
Yeah.
go through one of those games. And,
Whichever one we pick first, all of them will be good, except we won't start with 10-2 in terms of the job system.
No.
Although I find 10-2 to be the most interesting job system I've come across, partly because of the way the battles are run.
I've heard it's a good system
Yeah,
as far as combat goes. The rest of the game, not so much.
not so
but
much.
There are fans of it out there, so
Yeah, there are, and that's fine.
yeah. Hey, you do you. I haven't experienced it, so I'm not gonna really badmouth it myself because I don't know. So as we're watching this footage here, I believe we're about done for this session.
Yeah, I think we just ended. Yeah, we stand right behind this, this
Yeah,
lightning pillar.
I had you hide behind the pillar, so
Yeah.
we'll say our farewells here then. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Inspector.
There we
go.
go. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Tune in next time for another watch as we figure this out
Yeah.
episode. Take care.
Later.
Bye-bye.
It is a personal matter.
Show me.